Yo, it smells like September. I had a hoodie on this morning.
Oh.
Did you? Are you
Oh,
hoodie
bro,
weather?
I didn't need a hoodie, but it was like 60 degrees and wonderful.
Oh, 60 degrees is gorgeous. We have stuff and things to talk about today.
We do have stuff.
September 1, man. There's just September 1 always hits differently.
So this newsletter that I get every morning that's not ours, and it was quintessential. It was like, now is the month where everybody stops complaining about the heat and starts complaining about their fantasy football injuries. It's like, yes, that's the switch.
Like, that's September. A great summary of it. Something about it too, like September 1 hitting on a Friday,
right
in front of a holiday weekend, right? Like there's like this whole thing, and knowing that's like, it's like the hyperdrive launch before it like spits you into space. Because when Tuesday hits for most of the world, it's like, oh, it's on now.
It's on.
Like,
yeah,
it's not even close.
The summer's over. You just like done and dusted. There's nobody not back to school the day after Labor Day, right? In the whole country, everybody's back to school, which means like business is on. Let's go. I know, and so exciting for us. We have Nathaniel Greklick weighing in here. See you Tuesday. He means the ASOTU crew production team rolling into Mohawk Chevrolet in Schenectady, New York, north of Albany, where we're going to be filming episode 4 of More Than Cars. So we're coming in hot too. Right out of it. I cannot.
If you haven't seen the pilot, morethancars.tv, a lot of things going on there. Pilot episodes, some more releases to do. We have so much to talk about, so much going on. I got like less sleep than I usually get last night because I was up late, like just thinking and working on stuff. But I woke up just fired up today,
ready to go. We went through a ton of the ASOTUCon schedule yesterday, and we were like, we did this last year too. We got like halfway through finishing all the titles.
Angry.
We were like, what? Why is this not on a single stage? Why can't I go to that one?
So
like,
angry.
I'm moderating this, and I'm looking at the one Paul or Cirillo or Danny are moderating. I'm like, what am I? What? How?
I'm so angry.
So
because like we have there's main stage in the morning, and then 3 breakout studios, and obviously we're gonna miss 2/3 of the studios because we can only be in one place at one time, and they're all amazing. We're sitting there, we're like, this is what ASOTU does. Like, this is the magic of ASOTU, the relationships and the knowledge of what everybody brings to the table, and just like a couple of cooks in the kitchen trying to arrange ingredients. Look, if you haven't seen the speaker list, actually a lot of the agenda is starting to be released. We're releasing it as it's locked. You can go to ASOTUcon.com, and then you can click on speakers, you can click on agenda, and September 1's here. So it's this month. It's time to book the tickets. It's time to book the tickets. That's all we can say.
Get the hotel, get the tickets.
Want to thank you. Special thank you to our co-presenting sponsors who made it possible for us to throw this big thing. Talking about cars.com and Stream Companies. Thank you to our friends there who have been just great supporters and partners over the years. And, whenever you're doing something new, it takes someone with vision to partner with you. Yeah. So both Stream and Cars kind of play that role for us, and they're stepping up.
I also want to like big time shout out Effective. Podcasting is such a thing that we're all about here. We've got 5 podcasts, I think, now at this point, and they partnered with us early. They partnered with us last year for the podcast stage. The podcast stage is coming, bigger and better this year. We're going to have over 20 podcasts.
Let's go
from that stage, and Effective has just partnered with us to make sure that content gets to you and those conversations get into the airwaves. So thanks to them. And right in front of that podcast is the Dealer Image Pro Recharge Lounge. And so, yeah, those people are fun. Like that, I guarantee that, like, if they don't show up with a wavy balloon, I'm mad. Someone better be watching this.
So, look, if you haven't understood, we're going to have amazing practitioners, dealers, GMs, COOs, sharpest industry partners in the industry, and we're going to have an incredible curated experience so you can be free to think about, absorb, make connections. Please, if you haven't, we put a lot of thought and intention into this, and we think you'll love it. Go to ASOTUcon.com and check it out.
Let's get into it today.
Got some news. We got places to go. Okay, so in our first story, this is really a duality of stories. We try to keep up on UAW, but there's the irony in these 2 stories, like posting like within 10 hours, was just too much to ignore. So here are 2 stories we can't help but connect. Within a 2-week period, Ford has both obtained a $4 billion line of credit, love a piece of that, and subsequently made the first official counteroffer to the UAW, which entails an immediate 15% pay raise and increased benefits. So according to an SEC filing, the credit agreement was filed on August 17th, posted August 22nd, as the company plans for. In the filing, they put, as we plan for, quote, uncertainties, end quote. Ford spokesman T.R. Reid told Automotive News, this facility gives us additional working capital and flexibility on top of our already strong liquidity position to manage through a variety of uncertainties. And in the present environment, especially over the last several years, we've been deliberate, he said, in maintaining a strong cash position. So what it sounds like is they're like, we had a strong cash position, but we thought we might need a few billion
and need a couple
for this maybe next connection. Meanwhile, they also have been the first of the big three automakers to offer a contract to UAW that includes a 15% pay raise. I wish we could do the math on all this because I bet it's pretty close.
I know, right?
Raising workers' pay from an average of $78,000 to $92,000 a year in the first year of the contract. Sounds pretty great, including overtime and bonuses. And there's another side to this story, as we all know. UAW President Sean Fain wasted no time immediately criticizing Ford's offer. Get these words. He said, it not only fails to meet our needs, it insults our very worth.
Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable.
That's hardcore and it's cold-blooded.
All right. So check this out. So I just did a little bit of research. There's 57,000 UAW
I knew someone was going to do the math. Please come out.
With Ford. Which comes out, and if you look at an average of $14,000 in bonuses in a single year, you're looking at $798 million a year. That would cost the manufacturer.
Multiply that by 4 years. That's kind of close to $4 billion.
Raised for interest in all of the stuff.
The first offer is never the best offer.
Next.
We're going to end up somewhere around 20%.
It's unbelievable.
So
wow.
Sean Fain, president, also used the opportunity. He had a little podium there in Facebook to fire a shot at both GM and Stellantis. He said, GM and Stellantis' willful refusal to bargain in good faith is not only insulting and counterproductive, it's also illegal, as he expressed frustration with Ford's proposal. And he said, believe me when I say I'm fed up. And Stellantis is like, yo, hold on a minute. They expressed their surprise at his claim and said, this accusation is completely unfounded and it's disappointing. Mr. Fain seems more interested in pursuing baseless legal actions than focusing on actual negotiations. Who wants to hang out with these people at a party?
Whatever it is, it's like fly on the wall syndrome. I'm just like, where can I be right here? Get my popcorn, just like eat that sucker.
We should get them all out to ASOTU on Taco Tuesday.
Put them in a room.
We're gonna let him meet Darren Doan, help him in there. We're gonna throw Jesse Cole into those negotiations. Dr. Nicole Lipkin's gonna go in, right? And they're gonna come out with More Than Cars t-shirts.
Yes. Oh, that would be so epic. Let's do it. Let's call. We got to call him right now.
Jordan Cox, head of community, get on the phone, brother.
Get on the phone with those guys. There you
go. Speaking of, I don't even know.
More Tesla story.
More Tesla stuff. This is the first story on every news article today. Wall Street Journal, Reuters, Automotive News, Electric, The Verge. It's literally the lead story. We can't make the lead story here, right? It's a refresh. Tesla's officially revealed the refreshed Model 3, codenamed Project Highland, in Europe shortly after leaked photos surfaced online. The revamp includes a sleeker front-end design, increase in screen space, new rear display, so a lot of interior upgrades. Like this is the one I thought was coolest, an 8-inch rear touchscreen. So in that center console in the back, there's a nice big iPad-looking screen. That's pretty sweet. Cool. They took one of the stalks off the steering column. So no longer can you shift gears on the steering column. You now actually have to shift the car on the touchscreen. The only remaining stock are the turn signals on the left-hand side. So we'll see how that works out. They added a few speakers, 17 speakers instead of 14, better Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Makes sense. Ambient light, larger trunk. The range is supposed to increase, 11 to 12%. So like 300-mile standard range. 370 long range. We're going to put an asterisk there, the Tesla asterisk. We've been talking about their little range, maybe exaggeration. I don't know. You can only get it in Europe right now. Orders start in October. They haven't announced when it's coming to North America. So there you go.
Well, okay.
First time in a long time.
This is what I want to pay attention to in this, and this is important, especially for salespeople and understanding what is coming out with new vehicles, right? To like look at the car and go, oh, that's a little bit of a refresh on the exterior styling. To me, first thing I thought of, Toyota Supra. Great, thanks for that. It's a 4-door Supra. They didn't like. There's not a lot of time and attention put into just completely revamping. It's very similar to the way that BMW has gone to market for many, many years. It's everything that is technology, drivability, interior features. It's basically looking more like a phone launch, and the technology knowledge that's necessary to not just understand the vehicle, but compete with this vehicle for EVs is extremely important. Like if I'm right now, if I'm looking at a team of salespeople, I'm going, you all need to be researching everything there is to know about how they got better Wi-Fi, better Bluetooth, all of this better technology in this vehicle, and how that stacks up against our current EV vehicles.
There you go.
Now you're comparing EVs more on the technology and the comfort and creature features inside the vehicle, like a technology, than they are on body style or drive.
Wow, that's an interesting insight right there. You know, you said it, you mentioned it kind of looks like a Supra. It does have Supra vibes. Wouldn't it be sweet if you could kind of put it in Supra mode? You couldn't really, because where it literally sends all the power to the rear wheels and will let them break free. Because that's why everyone wanted the Supra, right? You can drift in that sucker. Put it in drift mode, rear wheels only. Like, dude, that'd be a lot.
Yo, if you sent all the power in a Tesla to the rear wheels, I feel like that thing would just pop up, right?
Wheelie mode. I mean, that does sound kind of like little wheelie bar comes out the back. Like, oh man. Okay, just Elon, take note. We're giving you some ideas, and we just won't say you're here first. Likes to have a lot of fun. Speaking of having a lot of fun,
yes,
segue.
Absolutely. So this one's a little bit like close to home and culture all at the same time. Nissan's Heisman House is in its 13th year and has been a fun marketing mix celebrating Heisman Trophy winners while showing off Nissan's vehicles. This year, number of deeper brand and influencer integrations, as the campaign now includes a virtual mansion tour on Zillow, TV ads, TikTok collabs, special content experiences with a free NFT pass. So it's interesting. It's like the metaverse went away, but the NFL is still trying to figure out a way to like get you in the virtual zone.
Yeah, I mean,
it's in like for Nissan to be in an ad set and a collaboration that also includes like virtual experiences on Zillow, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's co-brand collaboration. So Caleb Simpson, who's a big influencer, is going to tour the Heisman House with some of the athletes and mascots across the college landscape. There'll be 11 Heisman Trophy winners. Sorry, not the college. Yeah, no, the college landscape. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, they'll have 2021 winner Bryce Young, and in a bunch of of their Nissan spots, they're going to be highlighting all of their vehicles alongside of this. If you haven't checked it out, I briefly looked at it when Paul pulled the story this morning first.
So much fun.
You can just go to the HeismanHouse.com. It's a genius brand collab.
It really is.
Absolutely genius.
I'm not a college football guy. I mean, I like the NFL, and there's a lot of NFL players, but I love the marketing thinking around how can we do something that is culturally relevant to the context that we're trying to be in, and making the cars a part of the story, but it's just entertaining, it's connecting, it's funny. And like, hey, you don't do anything for 13 years that isn't working. So I think they kind of understand what's working. So bravo. And I think a lot of dealers on the dealer level could do very similar things, especially locally, right? You have your local school. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a national school. What are the people in your area into? And it's probably not that hard to rent a house and like get some fun people, concept a little thing, get a video crew. Like, I feel like this.
Well, and here's the thing, like the reason I love
doesn't have to be sports either.
Like Zillow is involved. You don't have to go at it alone. Go collab with some other local business.
Yeah, like a real estate agency.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? There's a big one in your area that has access to people, mailing lists, real estate, reach.
And then
budget.
yeah, and then you got houses and vehicles, which we already know are lined up in the purchase mentality. So why wouldn't you create a collaboration with that?
That's really
come on, Paul. We got that's stuff enough this morning.
That's enough for a Friday morning on September 1st. We are heading over to the All Things Used Cars Clubhouse room with David Long. Check it on Clubhouse. If not, have an amazing weekend. See you tomorrow morning.